That was when my business actually took off. Hi, if you want to know how I started my business at 18 and how everything has been so far, keep watching this video. I'm Khanitat and I'm currently 23 years. I've been doing business since I was about 17, right out of senior high school. Everything in this video is based on my experience. Let's go. Growing up, I always loved the idea of independence, having your own money. My mom runs a shop, so seeing her every day, waking up, going to her shop, working, got me really interested in business. And I knew that one day I'm going to have a business of my own. I just saw it coming at a point. Right after senior high school, after writing my WASI exam, I was at home not doing anything. I wanted to learn a skill. I wanted to learn fashion design, like making clothes, because I was really getting into fashion and clothing at that age. But most of the fashion schools, they were taking people for like a year plus. I was looking just to do a 3-month course. I wasn't getting that. Okay, cool. My next option is going to be beading. That's a cool skill I've always wanted to learn as well. My mom accompanied me and I got enrolled in a beading school. I learned how to make waist beads, beaded bags, necklaces. Right after I finished the program, the businesswoman in me started to activate. I created an Instagram page. I started putting my works there. Oh, it was actually called Beautiful, like beads, and it's beautiful, beautiful. But guess what? Nobody bought. I just kept posting, but nobody was buying. But I didn't care. I just enjoyed making the pieces, so I was still making them. I realized that people started buying waist beads and anklets for me more. So when I got to uni, school was hectic. I didn't have the leisure to be running a business. I was getting orders here and there for like waist beads, anklets and stuff. So I was doing it, but not as seriously as I was when I had more time at home. That was one of my first failed businesses. I know why that business didn't do well. It didn't do well because first of all, my target audience was wrong. I was around 17, 18, and most of the people following the Instagram account I had created were around my age. And most of the pieces I was making were for people who were around 30, 40. So obviously, people are not going to buy because it's not matching their needs. So if I had focused more on making things that people around my age would like, I would have been cashing out. In school, people really wanted wache. Can you believe people used to drive all the way to Kwabenya and other places to go and buy wache during the weekends? And my roommates and I were like, yo, what if we bring the local wache to campus? By then, on campus, the only foods available were the cafeteria foods. You don't get the local wache feel when you're buying it. You understand? Like I would say, hey, mama, Gary 2 CDs. You see, you don't have that vibe because it's like a cafeteria setting. We started our business together. She's called Manuela. Shout out to you, Manuela. Manuela was my business partner and roommate. So we got somebody to come all the way to Brekusu. That's the town where my school is. And she cooks the food and we bring her all the way to the campus to set up, to give the actual wache by the gutter feel. Of course, it was made under clean cooking conditions. And the lady who was cooking for us was very good. People really loved our food. But you're running a business, it wasn't easy at all and being students. So sometimes we had to take turns. Maybe this person will be doing the assignments and so the other person will have to go and look at the business. It was a very interesting experience, honestly. And that was my first time working with somebody on a business. And I like working with my business partner because she was as passionate about the business as I was. But unfortunately, at a point, we just couldn't handle it anymore. We ran into lots of problems. A lot happened. We're getting haters and things. So, hey, we even had issues with setting up, like where to set up the business. When we set up here and this people will report us, we're going to set up here, this person will come and report us. Hey, by the end of the day, Ashesi gave us a spot on campus to be able to sell, which we were grateful for. Because first we were selling off campus, got a space and we moved on campus. So we had to shut down the business. Funny enough, right when the business was ending, that was when my new business idea was coming into the picture. It's crazy. I started a business called Zuri Shades. As I said earlier, I was really getting into fashion and I realized that I always wanted those bougie, trendy sunglasses, but it was hard for me to get those trendy glasses online. I did my research, I got a supply and everything. I'm like, okay, boom. A new business was born, Zuri Shades. The advantage Zuri Shades had was that I had experience from my failed bead business and my wache business. I learned a lot, so I was able to apply them. Zuri Shades started in December 2018. I think I started Zuri Shades before the wache business. You know, it was just on and off. But after the wache business collapsed, I came in full force. Yeah, we're selling fashionable sunglasses. I remember the first order I got. I still remember the person. I was so happy, like in the house, everybody was happy and we were packing the order. It was really, really exciting. But for some weird reason, I was shy to admit that I was running an eyewear business. 19-year-old me. I wasn't really confident in my business. I didn't want to share. I didn't even want people to know that I was the one behind the business. So most people thought I was actually the model for the business because I used to do photo shoots. I didn't even know who the actual owner of Zuri Shades was. And I was fine with that. Zuri Shades, I started with really, really small money. For the watcher business, that was the only business that I put a lot of money into starting that business. Buying utensils, buying food stuff. So my friend and I, Manuela, we invested a lot into that business. Although the business wasn't really profitable because of the amount of losses we experienced, but we're still thankful for the lessons. Right now, Manuela is also running her own business. It's a freelancing website called Musla. I'll leave the link in the description box. You should check out her business as well, and she's doing amazing. With Zuri Shades, I started with just like less than 10 glasses, and I was selling them, and when I get the money, I keep it. I go and buy more stuff, just plowing back the profits. Before we started getting to one design, we'll have 3 pairs. It started as a sunglasses business, as I said earlier. We were stocking really few pieces. I was really serious about the branding and everything. I was doing photo shoots, like my friends who were photographers on campus, and I'll beg my friends to be models, or like people I knew in the school that I knew that they had good physique and stuff. I went and tell them that please, I want them to model for my business. They were really cool, so they were down. But then I didn't even have enough money to be paying model, so I'll just dash them one frame. But if we are close like that, I'll just say, oh, then next time, you know. I've been wearing prescription glasses since I was 8. Anytime I go to the eye clinic, the glasses that I wanted were really expensive and they were out of the budget for my parents. I have a high power lens, so it's very expensive as well. So the frame and the lens, at the end of the day, serious money. So usually I'll just use one frame. When it's time to change my lens, and I'll just put it in the same frame. At the end of the day, I had to see. I know there were so many people in my situation as well. People like me who like fashionable eyewear and who like to use that for their prescription lenses. But the frames at the eye clinics were just expensive. So that's when I entered the business of optical frames. So Zuri Shades was selling sunglasses in optical frames, and I was taken by surprise. COVID era, where I thought people won't be buying glasses, my business actually took off. I started in 2018 December, but in 2020, that was when my business actually took off. People were really interested in the affordable frames. Obviously, during COVID, people didn't have enough money to be spending on expensive glasses. That was an advantage to me. I was selling the glasses, a more stylish version, but at an affordable price. And during the COVID as well, we realized that people couldn't go to the eye clinics to fix their lenses. How can one get affordable glasses and prescription lenses without having to go to the eye clinics? Okay, I'm getting onto something. So I did my research and everything. That was when I introduced the lens fixing part of the business. I started working with optometrists to be able to fix the lenses at affordable prices. And we're heavily on Instagram. That's where we're operating mostly. One thing I really enjoyed about the business was creating content. If you go on the page, most of the works there are by me. Product pictures, the content, the videos. I'm the creative behind the page, the aesthetic and everything. So later in 2022, that's when I also started YouTube. And one tip I'll give you is that always try to find a way to separate business and personal life. Business money, personal money. Everything. Business and personal. Just don't get them mixed. Ashesi has this program called Ashesi Venture Incubator. If you get into it, you get a 1-year incubation program where you are trained, you get mentorship and everything. It's for Ashesi alumni only. So I applied with my business reshades and my business got in. So when I go into the Ashesi Venture Incubator, I learned a lot of things, you know, about branding, running a business, finance, customer acquisition, everything. Then I took the step to rebrand from Zuri Shades to Zuri Eyewear, so that we moved from completely sunglasses business to Zuri Eyewear, what we have now. We got a new logo, we got a website, and actually getting the website has made things a lot easier for me. So like I can run the business wherever I am in the world because I have a good support system and everything in place. Once we place the order, we see it at the back end and we deliver. Unlike when we were on Instagram, those moments used to stress me. Hey, I have to be online all the time. I have to be on my phone. Sometimes I'll be in class, but I have to be responding messages. It was just a lot. Customers are so entitled. Hey, if they send a message right now, they expect you to be replying then and there. But I understand that it's a human being behind the account. When I was doing school and running this business, I went through hell from customers. Some saying I'm not a serious person. Why at all am I even running this business if I can't be responding to their messages on time? And bro, I can't come and explain to them that, oh, I'm in school, so I was in class, because I think it's unprofessional. From 2018, 2019, 2020, it was Zuri Shades. We're heavy on the sunglasses. We're trying to chip into the optical frame lens fixing market. In 2021, 2022, really defined it. Like, yes, we are doing optical frames heavily and we are fixing prescription lenses as well. That's my business journey with Zuri Eyewear. challenge I'm facing is working with people. It's really hard finding people who are as passionate as you are with your business. But people are just so unreliable, and I hate relying on people. You wake up, you're always stressed, you're always like, ugh, this customer is on your neck. Launching a website in Ghana. Hey. But now I even think things are better. People are getting used to websites and stuff. But I realized that because most people are used to the order through DM was challenging for me because most people weren't used to it. If I didn't enjoy doing this, bro, I would have given up a long time ago because this is hella stressful. Sometimes it really takes a toll on me. My mom has been my rock, my support system throughout my journey of running this business. She helps me a lot with business, sometimes even running the business. Sometimes if I travel, if I'm not available, she always comes through for me when she needs to. In terms of running Zuri Eyewear financially, it was heavy on plowing back profits. As I said, I started with just like 10 pieces and I was starting small and I was plowing back. But it's not like I started with some $2,000 investment or something. I started small and I was just saving. I was saving most of the money. So when it got to a time when I needed to invest in a website or something, I already have the money saved up. Some advice I'll give you is if you don't have passion or you don't love doing the business, the chances of you giving up early along the line is high. 2, don't mix business and your personal life. 3, always try to find the right kind of people to work with. You don't have to trust people easily when it comes to your business. And 4, you don't need a huge sum of money to start. You can always start small. Somebody can sit down and say, this girl, she's so privileged. Her parents probably gave her some $5 million to start this business. But bro, I wish that was the case, but that wasn't. It's always good to have the support of someone. For me, that one person was my mom. That one person who believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself was my mom. She encouraged me. If you're watching this video, just say a prayer for my mom. And know that good things don't happen overnight. It takes time and it takes lots of practice and making mistakes and stuff. I'm not perfect though. I'm still learning. I always humble myself and I always try as much as possible to learn from whoever it is, because the person doesn't need to be like the chief executive officer or blah 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 for you to be able to learn something from that person. You can learn something from everybody, even your friend who is running a small business in front of the house, the Indomie seller. Like, you can learn a lot from so many people. If you have any other questions for me, please leave them in the comment section and like this video and subscribe if you want to see more business related content. I think we're going to make this a series because it's really interesting to be sitting down, reflecting and talking based on my experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you and I love you so much. And let me know your favorite parts of this video. What's your biggest takeaway from this video? And also, if you run a business and you have any lessons or stuff, you can share them in the comment section, or you can actually share your business story with me in the comment section. I love reading the comments. It's just really exciting. All right, see you in the next video. Bye and take care.
Sin verte